Hi, guys.
Yay, we're so excited that you're here. Welcome to our Peek into Pink. And I am Montana Elliott, joined with my beautiful girlfriend from the
Hey, I'm
north.
Stephanie Leonard, if you didn't know.
And we are so excited to give you a peek into our pink bubble. And so if you're here, make sure you tag your beauty consultant. And it is super, super exciting for her that you are here. So make sure you tag her and let her know that you're here. 1, if you're watching this live. 2, if you're watching on the replay. Either way, tag Yo Beauty Bestie.
Yes, let her know you're here because you guys, you get credit for being here. You can get your coupons for the coupon club. Your consultant gets credit. And so we're so incredibly excited that you're here and taking the time because listen, for the next, 10, 15 minutes or so, we're going to be talking about Mary Kay and give you a little insight, a little peek into pink. I think sometimes people think like there's some magic or mystery or we are withholding information or about what we do in direct sales. And I know direct sales can sometimes get like a bad rap, but the thing is that's why we're giving you a peek. The peek is like, we would tell you everything, but then you'd be maybe like, feel like a tidal wave took over, right? You'd be like, whoa, that was more than I wanted to know. But the reality is we're going to give you a peek and we want to answer any of your questions that you might have. Whether you have it because you really would possibly consider something like Mary Kay. The other part of it is just maybe you're just like the nosy neighbor and you just are curious. Like I'm just curious. And I think it's really important that we make educated decisions, right? You got to make decisions from information. And so, even if you're the nosy neighbor, you got to know the things. So right now, make sure in the comments, you let us know you're here. We'd like to know who we're talking to. We're so much more fun, Montana, when we're not just talking to each other. Like we can talk to each other, but then you'd feel left out if you watch later. So we don't want to do that. And so if you've ever wanted to know anything about the business side of things, of course, we can talk product all day as well, but we talk product all the time and all month long. This is our peek into pink. So anything you might want to know about the business or how it works or how we make our money or I don't know what else people would want to know. I've been doing this for over 21 years. Hey, Mary. Hey, Brittany. I've been doing this over 21 years. Montana's been doing over 16 years. You guys, I don't think we would do something this long if it wasn't great for us.
And this is the longest thing I've ever done other than being married to my husband.
The only thing I've been able to commit to other than my husband.
Yes, same.
Because I can't commit to things because I would tell people all the time, if I got a tattoo that I'd either hate what it was, where it was, what color it was, or how it was. And because I change my mind all the time. And so there's this thing falling in my house. But the point of it all is that if we've been able to stick around this long, we know a thing or two and we have no problem sharing them with you. So we do have another incredible thing to share with you on the front end, because this is what's so cool and really why we want to make sure you're making that educated decision tonight, get your questions answered. Mary Kay, this month, it ends in days, just a couple days, but Mary Kay is Thursday. Mary Kay is giving us the opportunity to start and give Mary Kay a try. That's what I love. Like, try is so non-committal. It's right up my alley. Like, it's like, hey, Montana, oh my gosh, do you want to try a bite of my ice cream? Hey, Montana, would you like to try this chocolate chip cookie? It's really delicious, right? And you get to try it and decide from your own experience whether or not it's for you. And so right now you can start the same business we both started for $100, plus the cost of a website, plus the cost of credit card processing.
Yeah.
Every year for all these years, you can start right now for $20 this month, right now. Otherwise, it's not $21 next month. It's $20 right now. Montana, we can't even I can't even do anything for $20.
No, I can't either.
I can't walk through Target to use the bathroom.
No.
$20.
And the bathroom's in the front. I mean, goodness gracious.
In that dollar spot, right? And I don't think anything of it, but yet somehow when people think about starting something like Mary Kay, they need a bag to breathe it. But yet somehow going to the bathroom and walking past that dollar spot, we can spend $20, no time flat. It's $20. Or you can start for $90, which normally is $130.
Yeah.
And you get over $400 in full-size product plus everything you need. Both options come with the website and the credit card processing. Only one, the more expensive one, comes with the full-size product and the tools you need for appointments. But tonight and tomorrow, if you tomorrow you decide that you want to give it a try, we also are kicking off our mentorship program. So you're not only going to get that opportunity to start, but you are going to qualify for your business to get started with one-on-one mentorship training program with either Montana or myself. So you guys, this is worth getting your questions answered. So if we stalled long enough for questions, I hope you guys are in there asking away. Montana.
Okay. Yeah. Now, okay. So you haven't tagged your beauty consultant. Please make sure you do that because she wants to know that you're here. And again, like Stephanie said, make sure you ask your questions. It doesn't matter if you're asking for a friend of a friend that might want to know. It's just put it in the chat because if it's a question that you can think of, it's probably a question that somebody else could ask. All right. So I'm going to kick off our first question. And the first question, we're not going to say who asked these questions. The questions are coming in from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different groups. So if you're not seeing the question on your group, just know that it's being asked somewhere. Okay, so our first question that was asked was, actually, Stephanie already answered the very first question, which was, how much is your website every year? And so the good news about Mary Kay, it says, how much is it to maintain your website? So it is free. Your first year, it's included. So your very first year, when you try Mary Kay, you don't even have to think about your website because it's literally already included in the price of starting your business. And I love that because there's no fees. You don't have to do anything. Like literally shopping online is so easy for Mary Kay customers and also for the beauty consultant because we get an email that says, hi, you have a Mary Kay order.
I mean, think about, I can't tell you, Montana, how many times I've been on vacation and I get that email. And it's like, I mean, you guys, I get them other times, not just when I go on vacation. Otherwise, I go on vacation all the time. But like, there's just something about being on vacation. I think if people understood the power of the residual income that we get from the work we do, like investing time and spending time getting to know someone and hearing what their needs are and figuring out what products might be great for them. Once, maybe a couple, and then touch ups after that and touch ins and whatever. I mean, it pays you year after year, month after month, week, whatever. And to be on vacation, open up your phone and realize that you just made $55 laying on the beach.
Yeah.
There is nothing better than that. Yeah. I mean, it is so fun. If you've never experienced fun like that, you should try it.
Yeah. There's no reason you shouldn't try it. Yeah. Agree.
And as far as website goes, I mean, seriously, when Montana says you don't have to worry about it your first year, you don't ever have to. You guys, seriously, we like put our credit card number in each year. And what is it, like $35?
$30. It's $39 a year.
Okay. So we put that in. And then I don't know what my website looks like. Like I have to go to it to know what's happening on it. So when we say you don't have to worry about it, we're not kidding. Mary Kay, it's a Microsoft Solutions website. Like it's interactive. And does all these fancy things. And I know no more about coding today than I did in 2001 when coding wasn't even a thing. I mean, it was, but nobody talked about it. It wasn't like a language they study in school now, right?
Yeah, no thanks.
So we don't know those things. Like, we don't know that at all.
No, and I think it's really important to just to remind ourselves in this virtual world, it is so simple to shop online. And Mary Kay makes it even easier with the customers app that you can have as a beauty consultant. You share that with your customers. It takes them directly to the website. And it's a little more even simplified because it keeps things really focused on what the consultant customer is asking. Okay. We do have a question.
Okay.
Oh, just kidding. Brittany is telling us her story. So that's
I love it.
She's in vet school. I mean, I don't think it's going to show this, but we'll look at all that goodness. That's all you get. That's the first. But we love celebrating all of our consultants. And I love that, this really, really shines on Brittany that she's in vet school and she has family.
Like real life school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, is that my internet going bad, you guys?
It does seem like that, but I don't know.
It might be my internet.
There we are. You're back. Hi, you're back. Okay. So she can balance it. And I love that it's a balance. It's not anything that you can't do. You can work it in the pockets of time. And that's so huge. Okay. Steph, do you have a question that you wanted to answer?
What is going on?
You're still here.
Am I here?
You're here.
I'm like, it's so bajiggity right now.
No, you're here. I can see you. You're there you go.
Okay. Everyone's like,
Oh, now you went away. All right. Well, she went away. So we will keep it coming. Okay. So this is a beautiful thing about what we get to do. We just pivot on a dime. All right. So here's another question that came in. Many people ask this question. Do you need to know how to wear makeup or what to do with makeup? The answer, my friend, is no. And here's why. Because you have so many resources as a Mary Kay beauty consultant, little online training modules where they tell you exactly how to share the Mary Kay products and how glamour works in our business. There you are. Yeah, we just kept rolling. We got rolling.
It's good. We're keeping it real.
I was telling them about how, okay, so two people asked the same question. It was, do you have to know how to do makeup? And I said, no, because I mean, that's a legitimate question because you don't know this about me and Stephanie, but we did not grow up. I mean, we did not wake up like this. Like, we learned how to look like this. We should post some early Mary Kay pictures.
Oh, yeah. You guys, okay, can I tell a story really quick?
Yes, please.
So 2 things. Number 1, you guys, this is how I learned to wear makeup. There was like this computer, like there was a printout. Remember, I've been in Mary Kay 21 years. Got this printout that like showed like paint by number diagram of where to put on your eye makeup. And I taped it to my mirror and I painted by number. Okay, that is how. And even to this day, with being a little more comfortable and confident, like I don't watch YouTube to know all the trends and all the cool things that are going on. I mean, I just kind of like just go with the flow because the reality is most women just want someone who's like them to show them how to do something that's practical, not some crazy cat eye. And clearly I'm not going to be the one that shows them, so they're not even going to ask me. Okay. So and I'm okay with that. I like challenges, but that is beyond me. So that's the first story. Second story is, so the other day, Crystal in our unit came over. You guys, I mean, I got to tell you, there's so much more to Mary Kay than makeup and what meets the eye. So I was always really cute from the neck down. I have a fashion merchandising degree. Okay. So like I love visual merch. I love that, but my hair and never knew what to do from the neck up. So Crystal comes over and I had dried my hair, but I didn't do it. And this is like last week. And she's like, what's going on with your hair? And I was like, this is what my hair looks like when I don't do it. You guys, I spent 3 years in Mary Kay moving up the career path, becoming a sales director, earning a car. And then I learned about flat irons. And then years later, I made it my New Year's resolution one year to learn how to use a curling iron. And I curled my hair almost every day for 1 year to get good at it. Okay. That's what I learned being in Mary Kay. I just learned how I found people to teach me the little nuances of thof I've wanted to learn or needed to learn, because clearly my undone hair is not cute.
Yeah. So all of that is what we want you to know. Like, you're going to learn as you go, right? Like the company, if you want to know all the details, they have all of those resources for you. And if you're like, if we're your girls, you're going to learn as you go, because that's who we are.
Yeah.
And
there's so much information.
Yeah. The $1 million answer to any question is, I do not know, but I'm going to find out for you, because it shows that you're relatable, right? You have the resource, and that's the number one thing. It shows people that there's a resource out there that you can plug into and get your questions answered. Okay, Seth, before you glitch again, answer one of your questions.
I was going to say, there's more information today than there was when I started.
Oh, for sure.
When Montana started. And so, like, you know, the good news is you don't need to know it all to do it all. And, and if anything, and if you don't have time to learn it all, then just learn what's important, because that's really what we tell you. Okay. All right. So, all right. So a lot of, not a lot of people, but like one of the questions, and we get this a lot, is like, what do I have to do?
Yeah.
What do I have to do? Because people are, people are busy. They're busy and they really just don't want to feel like they have pressure or one more thing. And you know what, girlfriend? I don't want you to have pressure. I want Mary Kay to be, I love it when people come in and it's their like fun thing, right? Because at a certain age, going out and going to the bar and going to the club becomes a little bit like appropriate, like you're going, no, you old. Okay, yeah, I'm a little bit older, but I don't look as old as I am. So that's the beautiful part. But the thing is like what do you have to do? So I'm going to tell you, ready? Are you ready? The only thing you ever have to do is buy the kit.
Yeah.
After that, sister, you get a buffet. And I don't know about you, but I love a good buffet, not gross buffets. Pre-COVID gross buffets even. I'm talking Caesar's Palace buffet. That's my kind of buffet where it's so many choices. And you guys, I don't eat meat. And so like, I'm going to walk past the carving station at any buffet, right? My favorite food is salad and dessert. And so I'm going to grab all those things. See, that's how Brittany can really make Mary Kay work because the only thing she ever had to do was buy the kit. After that, she has a buffet before her with a mentor who's like explaining everything on the buffet. Like over here, we have the carving station. Over here, we have the pasta salads and explaining it and helping guide her through, because she might be like, well, tell me more about this pasta salad. Like it's got something. What is that? Tell me what's in that pasta. I've never seen that in a pasta salad. Oh, okay. It's got this. Yeah, no, I don't want that. Or, oh, okay, that sounds interesting. And you get to, that is how it works. It is, I don't want to say there's no commitment. It's so easy because the thing is, it's just like a relationship. Relationships have their times when they're like, that's easy breezy. And there's other times relationships feel like, oh my goodness, it needs a little work. And that's just how life is. You just probably never have thought too hard about it because once you're committed to something like your job, you're not deciding every other day whether or not you're going to stay in that job or that marriage, or relationship. And so I just want you to know that where Mary Kay gets hard and where people stumble is when they're half in and half out. Have you ever met that Mary Kay consultant who's like, hey girl, or another direct selling, hey girl, I just started blank company. If you ever need anything, let me know. And then you don't need it, you're like, okay. And then one day you're like, oh, I'm going to throw the girl a bone. I need a spoon. And she's like, oh, right? Well, because the consultant's not committed. If you needed an eyeliner from me, I got an eyeliner for you. I can take care of that. So really, that's where Mary Kay gets hard is when you don't really commit to it or commit to the process of trying. But otherwise, that's it. That's all you have to do. That was a long answer. But I
love that. I think that's really key. And I think we had another question come in that said, what if you have a month that you don't sell anything? And the answer is, okay.
Okay.
You're good.
Well, yeah, unless you're upset about it. Like if you were
exactly. You're not going to get into trouble. You don't get kicked out. Like it's not like that. Like because in her defense, I believe either she is or was in a company where there was a monthly quota. So I think that what she's, there's no quota. So again, that was another question that literally just came in. This is not the same person that asked this question, but is there a quota? No, you don't have to sell a certain amount of products each month. And like Stephanie said, focusing on why you're here and what you want. And Stephanie and I and the whole girl gang get to lead you to whatever it is that you want. You know what I mean? We're going to show you on the buffet where it is and how to get it if you want it. And then you and I go hand in hand and figure it out.
Sure. What I love is when people like even for me, when I came into Mary Kay, I came into Mary Kay for fun and friends.
Yeah.
And so I was in the buffet. Right? I was in the buffet. I was hanging out around the buffet. I wasn't really like committed. I was hanging out. I was just like, I was nibbling. I was nibbling at the desserts, And then I had a life circumstance. Okay. Yeah. And my boss at my job started becoming kind of verbally abusive and told a coworker she wanted to smack me. And I was like, I don't think I want to work here anymore. And so because I was already in the buffet, I already knew that there was I walked away from the buffet and, my husband said to me, you have 3 months. Cause he saw that I was just hanging out at the dessert table. Right. So he wasn't really sure. Like, are we really going to be able to live off of this? Because all you're doing is nibbling at desserts and we need to live. And so he said, 3 months.
We'd like to get to the other side of the buffet.
Right. Yeah. Can we get to something more sustainable? Yeah. He also knew I like to sleep it.
Yeah.
And so he was like, we've got 3 months of savings in our bank account. And so in 3 months, I'm going to, let's do this. If you can replace your income with Mary Kay full time, then you won't get a job. And you guys, that's almost 19 years ago.
Yeah.
And I just think about the fact that if I had had that situation happen and I hadn't been in Mary Kay, or I knew about Mary Kay, but I wasn't in Mary Kay, I think I think that would have been too much. Right.
Yeah.
And so I just want, most women who come into Mary Kay really come in to save money on their own product, because back to the quotas, you make 50% or you save 50%. Mm-hmm. Hello, how much money could you save and then make? And they have maybe like 3 to 5 customers. I think people think that in order to come into a business like Mary Kay, that you need to come in with the intention of having 6,000 customers and building some huge conglomerate. No, 5 customers, that's like nibbling on 5 desserts, because they're not all going to be buying at the same time. So you just nibble in different. And then that way, if the floodgates ever open and you need to take advantage of the full buffet that you're in, you can. You already have a little bit of confidence built because you started somewhere, versus waiting to get the confidence. And when life is kind of going out from underneath you, you don't really have a lot of confidence in a lot of places that it wasn't there before, right? I mean, it's the truth. And so I just think that's another little side note of a benefit there. And the fact that we make, again, making 50%, saving 50%. Hello. Because, no college girl on campus is like, oh, I'm not wearing mascara because I'm broke. No, they're wearing mascara. And they're broke until Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Yeah.
And some people made money then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah. Agreed. I remember those days. Okay. All right, you guys. Well, we have answered a lot of questions. And so I just wanted Stephanie and I to end with, like, if you had to pick like 2 or 3 things that you are like, one thing. We'll say one thing. I said 2 or 3. Okay. Let me ask the question, then you can change it if you want. Okay, so here's my question. This is unrehearsed.
Narrowing down things.
This is unrehearsed, by the way. Okay. All right. So 2 things that you're like so in love with right now about your Mary Kay business. What would that be?
I would say 2 things. I would say the ability to I can reinvent myself in my business, if that makes sense. Like, it doesn't get stagnant. Like, you can reinvent anything. I can reinvent how I package my products. I can reinvent how I put my products on my shelves. I can reinvent how I communicate with people. I can, whatever works for that season of my life. Clearly, when I started Mary Kay, I was getting married, and now I have a high schooler and twins that are going to the junior high next year. So, I've had to reinvent myself a lot of times in my business. And the second thing is the flexibility. You guys, okay, truth time. Look at my hands. Did you notice? Okay, so literally 10 minutes before we started, I was priming my stairs. We're painting our stairs. We're renovating our house. And so, I work a little bit.
They're renovating it by themselves. Like, she's the contractor. She's the queen.
The foreman. I sell lip gloss, and I all of a sudden think I know how to lay laminate flooring.
She does actually know, though. She does actually.
But that's the cool part. And so, here I am. Oh, okay, we're gonna get real. This is what I look like. Okay, so I'm wearing this nice sweater on top, but these are my paint pants, and I've been working and wearing them all day, knowing that I was gonna do that eventually today, and my kids are on spring break, and so I've been mom. My husband's worked from home since 2017, and so I am wife a lot. I have a dog. It's constant pivoting, but I love it because I get to be who I want to be, which is free. And I get to be who they need me to be whenever they really need me. I'm not the mom that's like, when the kids are like, can you make me a grilled cheese? I'm like, you're almost 12. You think you can have a cell phone? If you can have a cell phone, you can make a grilled cheese. Okay. So, I'm not
that. Up on your cell phone.
yeah, exactly. I'm not like at their beck and call. I'm teaching them to be as independent as I am. which backfires a lot. Anyway, I digress. But I love that. I love that because they're not doing it because they aren't having someone at home with them. They're doing it because I'm encouraging them.
Yeah. I love
and threatening
that.
to take their phone.
Yeah. Okay. That always works. That actually is a motivator in this household. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So I will say that, well, I do want to answer this question because this one just came in. I do think that we want to make sure we address the questions that are coming in as we're just chit-chatting. How much product do you have to have on hand? Okay. So let's be honest, right? How many of you would want to wait on your cleanser if you ran out? Probably not many, right? You want to go back to bar soap? No, right?
What's the one your husband or your kids have been using?
Yes. Ooh, that sounds exciting. So there's the answer is you don't have to have any, right? Like it's your choice. I will say that as you start your business, you do get the decision to have inventory if you choose. It is an option. It's not a requirement. Mary Kay has given us a huge gift in customer delivery service, which is giving us an opportunity to deliver products within 2 days from the time they're ordered. So there is a way for you to get products to your people as fast as Amazon. However, having products on hand makes you faster than Amazon. So there are certain products that you might want to have on hand. Again, it's an option. It's not a requirement.
It's a buffet option.
Exactly. And if you did decide to have products on hand, Mary Kay is not, they're very intelligent and they have a get out jail free card, pretty much free. Okay. And I say that like very, very, very seriously, but also like they believe in this business. They know that this business works. And if you're willing to take the chance on yourself and try, they're willing to back you. So there is a way for you to, do it with a little bit of security, I guess is the best way of saying it, but we don't, not that we have to do that.
Do you know that Mary Kay Ash herself was the one that started the 90% buyback?
No, I did not know that.
And so there's other direct selling companies that have taken it on, but they just are all copy of the Red Cat. Yeah. So Mary Kay herself wanted that.
Yeah. There's one that doesn't, and they left people. Yeah. I think for me, that was a big, when I came into Mary Kay, putting inventory on my shelf was a whole heart decision. Like it was like, I want to be able to service my customers quickly, but I had to, work my tail off and show myself and my family that I, had it, and we did it. So I feel like it's a great thing to do, but I also feel like you have to do again, remember, it's a buffet. No one's going to twist your arm and take you in the corner and make you say yes to anything, really.
No. And it has to match up with what you want. Let's be clear, right?
Yeah.
Like
yes, 100%.
If you're wanting just a little side hustle and something fun on the side, you aren't going to sell as much product as someone who's coming in for a career. So like, it's not even. But if you ever meet anyone who says that otherwise, you guys, listen, there's two sides to every story, but this is the honest God truth. It's on the agreement. Online, when you fill it out, you just put your name and number, whatever you put. There's it's what you need for like a passport. Fill out that information online, but in the agreement, if you read it, I've never read it, but I do know that on the back, when it's on paper, we have paper ones that we have to buy, and I don't have any, but I used to. And on the back, it literally is laid out with that guarantee. So it's in the contract, it's there, and it's been there since before 2001. So it's not changing. And so that's an honest to God truth. And you can take that to the bank, that's the truth.
Take it to the actual bank. It's great.
Take it literally to the bank.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well.
All right. We answered the questions, you guys. Do not forget that we have the bonus. Okay. So we are starting our mentorship program for anyone who makes the decision to get started tonight. And maybe if you need a little extra time, that's fine, but it is going to close out in the next 24 hours or so. The reason being is that, if you sit on a fence too long, you're just going to hurt. And so you just got to make that decision to try. And I'm telling you right now, imagine the angst that you are. I want you to just, if you're like sitting there just really thinking hard, I want you to imagine looking at a woman standing at the dollar spot at Target thinking as hard as you are and how much you would be like, why is this so difficult? Okay. Worst case scenario, you get some products at half price. Best case scenario, you become a millionaire. Okay. Worst case scenario, you realize it's not for you, and maybe you'll be the first worst consultant we've ever had in 60 years. Best case scenario, you make a few bucks and you're happy. And that's, I mean, you guys, the best and worst is so limitless, but I bet you your worst case scenario is really not that bad, because we don't do brain surgery or like tattoos. There's nothing permanent damage.
None of that.
Right. So, all right. So here we go. The magic word.
Okay.
All right. The magic word. I have it written down, but I don't feel like this is the magic word. Is that the magic word?
I think that was the magic word before.
Okay, great. What's the magic word then tonight?
Okay, the magic word tonight is why not?
Why not? Ah! It's a magic phrase.
Yes,
Text
magic
it to your
phrase.
consultant. That's what you do with the magic phrase. Okay, you're like, we're telling you a magic word, and you're like, I don't know what to do with it.
Great, that's great.
Tell your consultant.
Here we go, magic.
Text her privately. Do not put it in the chat. Only the
Okay.
cool people watch the thing to get the magic word. Okay.
Oh, so
Awesome.
you don't want it on the screen?
No, don't put it on the screen.
Okay,
You gotta,
on the screen. Got
gotta
it.
hear it.
Delete.
You gotta do it. Okay. So here's the deal. Your consultant's gonna give you a little thing to fill out, and this is gonna get you entered in to win next month's drawing. But if you're on and you've been chatting with us tonight and you checked in, you're going into this drawing right now tonight. So like, we're just double dipping like crazy. Double dipping like crazy. We got some great events coming up for next month. We don't want to go into all of that quite yet, because we want you to stay right here, because we have the giveaway.
Yes, we're getting a live winner. Okay.
A live winner.
Yes, we have so far, and we've been adding the names as we have gone. And so if you've attended any event in the last 4 weeks, you're in. And if you are here tonight, you're in again, and you're in for, we had some special giveaways, and that is our prize. Okay, so
But this doesn't have to be like,
that could be
yeah, I didn't stick it out. They're not stuck on all the way. So you're gonna get a Mary Kay color bag, which
love
is
it.
amazing. They hold everything like in these, and they're deeper than they look right now. It's flat, so it's gonna get mailed to some lucky lady, and you get to choose. Our winner tonight gets to choose if she just wants like her first name, and this has been on there. I put an M on because, well, I have extra M's because we were doing MKs. Hello. But anyway, so it's not just for Montana, but she might be the winner. So there's the M's. My daughter Madison's already tried to steal it. There's that. Or you can choose to have like your first and last initial if you want, like an MK, whatever.
Yes.
So anyway, the letter will not be an M necessarily.
Necessarily. Okay. All right. So we have so at the end, you're going to receive an email. So you make sure you fill that form out. Make sure that you have texted your beauty consultant the magic word. I think we've given them enough time stalling. Yeah. All right. Let's see who our winner is. Okay, I'm typing it in.
This is really exciting because she didn't tell me. Look, you guys just saw it. She just literally did the randomizer, and like, I know what it is. We're running over that. I mean, I know why. Okay, I don't care. But
are you ready? Here's your winner, Mary. I know that was not planned. I swear. That's been, if you watch anything, you know that's been an M all month long.
All along. Mary, you're gonna have to tell us. Do you want just the M? Do you want an MB?
Yeah, MB. Ooh. Okay, you guys. All right. So, number one thing you want to think about is this like the worst thing that could happen? Like Stephanie says, you make a couple extra bucks, you have a little fun, you try it out, right? It is better to have loved than lost than never have loved at all, right? Like, just give it a try. Honestly, that's what I can say. If you're even thinking, Mary Kay Asher herself said, if you are thinking as much as your like pinky fingernail, if you can think like, yeah, I like it that much, give it a try, because you can try it, and if you don't like it, you can be done. You can go back to being a customer.
Pay full price. No one's gonna be mad at you for going back to paying full price.
Yeah, right, exactly. You might want to say paying.
What if my consultant gets mad at me? She won't.
Yeah.
Full price.
She'll be totally fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it'll be fine. Trust. Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like when you were saying that, like, we'd rather you try, like, I feel like we need, maybe next time we'll have, like, ABBA come in. If you change your mind, take a chance, take a chance. Okay, anyway, sorry. I can't. But I just had, like, this musical rendition of ABBA coming over me. Yeah.
I love
Okay.
it. Okay,
It's
guys.
late.
All right.
It's late.
So we might be popping on April 1st. So, you know, we might not.
YouTube consultants, we got some hot stuff coming your way.
So
I'm
good.
so excited.
All right, you guys.
All
Have
right.
an awesome night.